Hello and welcome back to Sports News. Right now I'm very pleased to be joined by Splatter Alice, aka Gaile Schwickrath, and Dolly Pardon Me, aka Amy Basel of the Mad Rollin Dolls. Ladies, thanks for joining us here today.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks.
Now I'm very excited because it's a very entertaining sport to watch, but tell us a little bit about the resurgence of modern roller derby.
Well, you might know that it started as an endurance race in the 30s and 40s, and they learned very quickly that what people loved about roller derby was the crashes, when people would run into each other and then, fall all over the track. And then they would also have some purposeful bumping into people to gain advantage. So it kind of turned into a WWF-esque free-for-all in the 80s, around the 80s, and then around 2000, 2003 is when the modern institution of roller derby started. It's kind of like ESPN, only a demolition derby version of it. We're skating around a track as fast as you can, essentially, and running into each other.
And with that, everyone kind of gets their start a little bit differently. You're kind of a family that slowly grows. How did you guys get your start? Share with us more of exactly kind of what you do and how you recruit new members.
Well, Dolly's an original skater with Mad Rollin Dolls.
And when I started, I went to the exhibition bout. Cracker Jack and Pam Demonium are co-founders. Cracker Jack's sister had played in Austin, Texas, where roller derby resurgence started, and started it in Madison. We recruited people from that original exhibition bout, and in the next couple years recruited more skaters to round out our rosters. Back then it was a lot of game, it was more of a show rather than a game, and it was a lot of kind of fighting in between the actual skating around and
cages
knocking
for penalty
into each
boxes.
other. Yes. And it developed into the sport that it is now slowly as skaters wanted to really get more into the athleticism of the sport. So it's grown, and after several years now, skaters have to try out and sometimes don't make the team. We have a draft.
Yep. It's grown into an international sport.
Yes.
We have a all-star team that plays ranked underneath the Women's Flat Track Derby Association for placement in divisionals, and if you make it in the top 3 of divisionals, then you get invited to the international playoffs within the association.
And you mentioned sort of that travel team, the Dairyland Dolls. You guys have some upcoming events. Very quickly, can you give us some information about those?
Yeah, we have some summer bouts and activities. We're going to be playing against a men's team, the Blitzkrieg, on June 20th at the Hartmeyer Ice Arena. And then we also have an exhibition bout. We're partnering with the Mallards so that we can skate at Shake the Lake. We'll be putting down our track on John Nolan Drive. So you can watch us play each other before the fireworks on that night. And what else do we have going on?
We've also got an exhibition bout at the Dane County Fair coming up. That'll be in July, I believe the Thursday of the Dane County Fair. And this next weekend, the Mad Rollin Dolls, Dairyland Doll teams will be going to the Brouhaha, which is in Milwaukee. So a little bit of a travel, but it'll be open to the public, and I believe it's at the
Panther Arena?
Yes,
I think
where
it's at
they
the Panther
play.
Arena. They'll be playing over 3 days, Friday through Sunday.
Wow, very cool stuff. Mad Rollin Dolls, folks, check them out, Mad Rollin Dolls and the Dairyland Dolls. Also want to note, they're highly involved in the community, so you can see them out and about all over the place. Splatter Alice and Dolly, pardon me. Thank you so much for joining us here today, ladies.
Thanks for talking with us.
Thank you all so much for tuning in to Sports News today. We want to thank our friends over at the Red Zone. Also, if you're watching this, you can check me out every Sunday up at the Dodge County Speedway Association for some great local racing action. My name is Ryan Ashker, and you've been tuned in to Sports News on CW57.